What's up, guys? I'm going to preface this video by saying if you have not seen the last episode or if you have not seen the Kenobi TV series on Disney Plus, turn this video off. Turn it off. Do not watch this. This is a spoiler warning. If you watch this video and you complain that I ruined it for you, you entered at your own risk. Alright, here we go. The last episode is really great. It has a little under an hour of runtime. But I'm really disappointed. You get the final arcs, sort of, from the characters. You get the return of the Grand Inquisitor in the last episode, but you only get a couple of minutes with his returning character. And I don't know that I felt resolved with it. Now, we can say that we get the resolution to his character when you get to Star Wars Rebels. For those of you who don't know anything about Star Wars Rebels, just go watch it. The Grand Inquisitor came from that series. Go watch it and you'll see what becomes of him, his adventures, so on and so forth. The second one is Reva. We get her sort of redemption arc, but there's nothing really to it. In the grand scheme of things, we don't know who Reva is. And with her redemption arc, her survival, she's not in the original trilogy series. She was created for this series. So we don't know who she is. We don't know, did she go on to become a redeemed Jedi? Did she go on and die in the desert somewhere? What becomes of her? So I'm hoping, and there's more to come, I'm hoping that in the future we're going to get maybe another limited Kenobi run. Another 6 episodes, maybe. So we can figure out who some of these people are. Maybe, through the storytelling, we will find out that Reva is a character that we've known all along. Maybe her name gets changed, and she's, I don't know, mother to Lando Calrissian, aunt to Lando Calrissian. Maybe she's a member of the Resistance Force. Maybe she's a character that we've known for a long time, and maybe she drops the Reva name, picks up a new name. I don't know. I just feel unresolved with it. I feel like she needs a resolution. And plus, you're 10 years out from the New Hope movie. You're 10 years. Well, I guess you're 10 years out from Revenge of the Sith. You're 10 years prior to A New Hope. The Vader and Obi-Wan storyline, I felt was absolutely resolved. And we know what becomes of them later on, because you have to have seen the original trilogy if you're a Star Wars fan. Come on. So we know what happens. Their battle in this is really, really cool. I liked it. I liked the choreography. You finally sort of see a side of Vader that you've never seen in live action. You've seen him in a million lightsaber battles. He takes on Luke. He takes on the Emperor at the end. You've seen Anakin in a lot of lightsaber battles. But to see the full force of Vader, if you ever read the Vader comics, they're really great. You sort of see this side. But we finally get to see Lord Vader pick up and sort of like do some crazy stuff. Him and Obi-Wan go at it. And he sort of gets, if you've ever seen Star Wars Rebels, where Ahsoka slashes into his visor and cuts into his helmet, you sort of see the side of his face underneath. So you get that. Obi-Wan cuts him with a lightsaber, cuts a good chunk out of his visor until you see Anakin here. it's really cool. So it's sort of it's the same sort of thing. Ahsoka saw his face under the visor. Now Obi-Wan has seen his face under the visor, and he's angry. He even says, he sort of gives Obi-Wan a pass and says, you didn't kill Anakin, and he wasn't your failure. I killed Anakin. So Lord Vader is Lord Vader. Anakin is done. He says it, there is no more of me. He is completely 100% Darth Vader. And, the kid, the teenager Anakin, he's gone. What we knew of Anakin Skywalker is gone. He doesn't exist. So that, I feel that the Darth Vader and Obi-Wan story is pretty much tied up. They leave us with a nice little bow. So if they do another 6 episodes, and it would upset a lot of people, I don't think you would get as much of Hayden Christensen, just because we know from A New Hope and all the other stories we get, we see Vader back in Rogue One. You have Star Wars Andor coming up. There's possibly a chance to see Vader in that series. But you really don't need to have another lightsaber battle between Obi-Wan and Vader. So if they did another 6 episodes, I don't know that you would get as much Vader. You may not even get Vader at all. I think you would get more Reva. You would get the Grand Inquisitor. This episode didn't have was it the 5th brother and the 7th sister? I don't know. You get a lot of these characters in some of the video games. There was no Sarah Michelle Gellar, but there was never a promise to have her reprise her character from the Jedi Fallen Order game. Again, if you guys want to read more of the story behind Star Wars, go play Jedi Fallen Order. Sort of set in about the same time. But you have the Grand Inquisitor and all the different Inquisitor brothers and sisters and Vader and all this other sort of stuff. But yeah, I don't think if they did another run that you would get this. The other thing that I think is fairly well depressing to me is you get some of these characters that are thrown in for this episode, and I get that there's budget constraints, and I mean, I think that this is probably one of the highest budget TV series I've ever done. I don't know if the budget for this series is higher than the movies, but anyways, you get the return of Ian McDiarmid as Emperor Palpatine for about 30 seconds maybe. You get the return of Liam Neeson as Jedi Master Qui-Gon Jinn as a Force ghost in the desert. And, he stops Obi-Wan, and Obi-Wan sees him and, "Oh, Master, you've returned." And, he tells him, "Hey, we've got a long way to go." He gets like a 5-word, and again, budget constraints. I'm not sure Liam Neeson is pulling Disney's leg saying, give me money, give me money. But it was kind of depressing because you get 2 or 3 episodes where Obi-Wan is saying, Master, Master, reveal yourself, come see me, come talk to me, I need your help. He never shows, he doesn't show up. So it was sort of weird that you only get Liam Neeson for maybe 10-15 seconds on screen. So I felt maybe, and a lot of people might disagree, those characters would have been better served for a new season. Ian McDiarmid as Palpatine, you may not have needed. there's all the rumors that he's going to be back in Star Wars Andor, and he had said at some of the Star Wars Celebration and these interviews that you wouldn't see him in this series, so he kind of got one over on people. He did show up. Now, whether or not that's actually him or they used CGI, they deep faked him in there, I don't know. But, you had him. He's listed as a credit. I don't know. We'll get him back in Andor, is the rumor. But, I mean, in my logic, they threw all these characters in there to say, hey, alright, cool. This last episode is chocked full of cameos. You already have James Earl Jones voicing Darth Vader. You've now got Ian McDiarmid as the Emperor. You've got Qui-Gon Jinn played by Liam Neeson. You've got all these people. You've got the return of the Owen Lars, and his wife, and young Luke. So there's a lot going on, but I really, 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 Disney, please. I know you guys have a lot of stuff going on. I know there's a lot of stuff in the pipeline, according to rumors. There's rumors of Rogue Squadron, and you guys have Andor going on, and I know that there's rumors of stuff from like the High Republic era. Do another 6 episodes. Come on. You have a 10-year span, and you guys could go through and show us so much. I mean, I'm not saying go through and show us all the way up to the moment that, Obi-Wan puts on the brown cloak and sees, Mark Hamill's Luke Skywalker and saves him, but you can't have Qui-Gon Jinn come in and say, oh, we have a long way to go. And you need 6 more episodes. 10 more episodes? A movie? That's probably not going to happen. But resolve some of the stuff. You guys did a good job. We don't need Vader back. I'm a huge Vader fan. Of all of the characters from Star Wars, from canon, legends, I love Darth Vader. I'm wearing my, I am your father shirt. We need more. We don't need more Vader. You have Star Wars Andor. There's all these other projects, so there's a good chance that we're gonna get Vader and other stuff. But we don't need another fight between Vader and Obi-Wan. We don't need to see that. So if you don't bring back Vader for an Obi-Wan season 2, but we don't know what Qui-Gon Jinn meant. We need to see interaction between Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan. And especially since Obi-Wan sort of took off and is going to let Owen take care of Luke, and he's not going to interfere anymore, and he takes off on his little I should know the word for the animal, the desert camel thing that he's riding. He takes off and goes somewhere. Where is he going? So I really think that Disney sort of left us on a ledge, wanting people to want more. And if you left us there wanting more and you don't give it, then shame on you, Disney. It's a tease. So make a season 2. Make even a 3-episode, 3-hour-long episodes, sort of tying up these bows of, where's Obi-Wan going? What are him and Qui-Gon Jinn doing? What is he teaching him? Where did Reva go? Did she change her name? Did she become one of the characters that we've sort of known all along? I sort of backtracked my statement about Lando Calrissian, so I thought about it as I'm going through in my mind. We already saw him as teenager, young man in the Solo series, so I don't know. Maybe she could. I saw there was some rumor video that she could be the parent to Finn, the character that we get way later on in like the Force Awakens. He's the stormtrooper character played by John Boyega. Probably that's a stretch. I don't know that that's a fact, but I mean, she could be key somewhere. And, you know, maybe she's a character, like I said, there's a million Star Wars books out there between Legend and Canon, High Republic, Old Republic, all these different things. So, you know, tie up Reva's story. We need to know where she goes. We need to know what she does. You can't have a character redemption arc in Star Wars, not kill off the character, and not be sure where that person goes. So, yeah, I will give the episode a really good rating. I really liked it. The lightsaber scenes are kind of intense. I liked them. It was good. But like I said, with leaving some of these big, huge holes, you got to fill them in. You have to tell your people what's going on. We kind of want to know. So, thank you guys for doing it. To Ewan McGregor, Hayden Christensen, all these other people, to Moses Ingram, James Earl Jones, I love you, Ian McDiarmid, all these people that came back. And I mean, that's one of the amazing things. These people are not getting any younger. You guys are still beautiful. I'm not. I'm 34 and I look like I'm 50. But you know, Ewan McGregor, Hayden Christensen, James Earl Jones is up in his late 80s, early 90s. So it's still great that even, you know, he's such a great guy. You know, I know that there is a just like there's CGI, there's voice stuff that they do to do voiceover work, but it's still cool that, you know, even in such a late age, James Earl Jones is still game to play Vader. You know, and he lends his voice. It's cool. You know, Liam Neeson, thank you for coming back. All these different people, it's great. Disney, please do us a second season. Ewan McGregor, all you guys, if you're down for a second season, tell Disney, hey, we want to do this. It's what we want. If you haven't seen this season, if you haven't seen this episode, sit down and watch it. You have your 6 episodes. Each one is anywhere between 30 minutes and an hour long. So you could binge watch it in a couple of hours. If you want to take a weekend and watch it, do it. It's worth the watch. Thank you guys for sitting here and watching my video, which spans 20 minutes. So, have a good day. And you can't close the video wearing the I am your father shirt and say, may the force be with you. So, never underestimate the power of the dark side.